What's up, everybody? My name is Shadow Phoenix. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some Planet Coaster news today. So, I woke up this afternoon to finding out that Frontier released a new video for the new DLC that's coming out for Planet Coaster. Most of you have already seen the trailer and seen all the details. If you haven't, it is playing in the background there, as you just saw. So, basically, what we are getting is a World's Fair Fun Pack. And honestly, I couldn't be more disappointed. So I was really happy with Vintage, and I thought, okay, finally, Frontier is realizing what their community wants, what we all are needing, and they're moving in the right direction. Not long ago, they actually told us about the Theme Maker's Toolkit, which is awesome. I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait to delve into and start making my own custom content for the game as far as like scenery and stuff goes, since we can't make rides. But still, you never know. Maybe in the future. It's doubtful. But anyway, so we've got this fun pack that they announced today, and they've been working on the game every single day since Vintage came out. I know this because I've been looking on the Steam database, the SteamDB, and you can kind of go in there and you can look and see like when updates and stuff are made, like dev updates and etc, etc. Those of you who aren't familiar with SteamDB, it's, you know, that's basically what it is. It's part of Steam. It's like whenever they do an update there at the office, it pops up on there. Previously, I've noticed when they are doing these, it's usually only about, maybe about a month, and then the DLC comes out. But they have literally been working on the game every single day, except weekends and holidays, that there has been since the last DLC came out. So you would think that this is going to be, this is going to be a huge pack, and therefore I was extremely hopeful that we are going to get like this big, maybe kind of like a anniversary kind of pack, you know what I mean? And then today I wake up to what they want to call two coasters, which is technically it's one roller coaster with two different trains that are almost identical. It's like there's not even that big of a difference between the two trains. I don't understand that. And apparently we are also getting some sort of tram system, like a transport ride. Most people I've been seeing on their forums are saying, oh, it's going to be a people mover, if you read the actual information on the thing, it says that they're going to be moving magnetic forces to propel the train forward at great speed. This sounds more like one of those Japanese monorails to me, like a bullet train. And I'm like, why do we need a bullet train? What? I don't even use the monorail in my game because I mean, I don't build Disney. There's no point in me having a monorail in my game. A lot of parks don't even have trains anymore. So, you know, some do, but I mean, a lot of them I'm seeing their trains are going away. So, I don't understand the driving forces behind this DLC. But I mean, let's talk about the good stuff. Okay, so yes, we are getting two coasters that are exactly the same coaster, but at least it is a coaster that I myself have been asking for. I would have loved to have seen one of the motorbike coasters, and that's exactly what we got. So I'm happy for that. That's a good thing. And then let's take a look at a little bit more detail at the photos that were released. So basically, let me talk a little bit before I do that. Let me talk about, I haven't actually mentioned what we're getting in this pack. So, the World's Fair Pack will introduce you to 10 fabulous new brands from around the world. Each of these brands brings with it some giant and regular food signs, vending machines, and traditional wall sets, including shop panels, doors, and roof pieces from that part of the world, such as Mediterranean, Renaissance architecture. Each new brand comes with a dedicated new shop for your guests to grab food at, such as delicious skewers from Dune Delights or mouth-watering sweets from the Sugary Emporium. There's also a host of new cultural props, fences, path extras, and character hats. Alright, so what that tells us is we're getting new shops. We are getting Dune Delights is like a shish kebab kind of place, and Sugary Emporium sounds like it's candy. And then of course we're getting the fences and other stuff. So let's look at the first picture here, which is obviously it's the Chinese theming here, Asian themed basically. So we got obviously the new roof pieces, and I know there's been so many people that have been clamoring for an Asian architecture set, and we're getting it. It looks cool. I mean, the statues are colorful and bright, and I imagine they're recolorable as well. Those fences look kind of cool. I do like the fences. I also see some Asian themed benches in the picture as well. We're getting the paper lanterns, looks like. We are also getting, let's see, roof pieces, scenery. Those, I don't know if I said it or not, but those dragons on the poles, I like those. Those are cool. I don't know how I would ever use these, because I don't build Epcot, so I mean I just don't quite know how I would use it. But I mean, sure, I can probably use them in some other way. Every piece is usually usable in some other way, so we'll have to second think everything. And then let's take a look at the next picture. So we got Dune Delights, which is meat skewers. So we got one of the signs is up on the building there. We've got another sign here in the foreground, which is the Dune Delights sign there. So you can see it's shish kebabs. And then we've got the shop in the background, but you know, not too concerned about that. Looks like we've got some market stuff. I've seen like basket of fruits, melons. Let's see, the pottery piece I think is already in the game. The archways are kind of cool. I do like those. The new roof pieces on top up there as well. I see that. And I don't think that's new foliage, so I don't think that's it. But those pots that the plants are in might be, so there could be that. Doesn't look like we're getting a new character either here. You know, kind of like what we got with Renee LaFau, or whatever her name is, from the adventure set. We're not even getting a new coaster guy. So yeah. Another disappointment in this set is that they're not doing a preview build this week like they typically do. I imagine they'll probably do like they did with Vintage and give it to their favorites about a week ahead. So probably, and I'm just guessing here, do not quote me on this, but I'm guessing that probably within the next couple of days we'll probably see some videos coming out from Geekism and some of those other ones like that. Maybe Esden Wolf. I really like Esden Wolf. Probably going to see some videos ahead of time with them showing it off, which, okay, I get it. It makes sense that you would want to give people who actually play the game your DLC to actually show it off, instead of, you know, having somebody fumble around on the controls and who doesn't even know what a Eurofighter is. It makes sense to me. You want the people who play your game to show off your stuff. So on the other hand, a little bit jealous that they get it ahead of us. So, but I mean, if I was in their shoes, I mean, you know, it is what it is. So I can't really complain about that. But I mean, this is, to me, it just feels really, really like lazy. I mean, the biggest thing here out of this, the meat and potatoes. I had this conversation earlier with a friend of mine in my Discord, and he was like, well, I think it's really cool. And I was like, he said, there's going to be all kinds of like awesome scenery pieces. I said, but yeah, but we're getting the scenery theme makers kit here soon, where we'll be able to create all these things ourselves anyway. So the real meat and potatoes of the DLC is the rides, to which there aren't any. There's, again, one coaster that is the exact same coaster. If they had made this like one train was like horses, so kind of like the Pony Express, right, at Knott's Berry Farm, and the other one was the motorcycle. I mean, even a futuristic motorcycle, still, you know, it could have been like Tron or something like that. It's still, that would have been awesome. But no, they're basically identical trains. There's really not a huge difference in them. So I don't quite understand why they went that route. It just seems like laziness to me. I'm sorry, Frontier, but I speak my mind. I speak the truth, and that is what it is. So I'm gonna reserve my judgment about the rest of the pack until I actually get my hands on it, which I will try to do a preview of the day it comes out. We'll see how that works out, though, because I actually start a new job next week. But I'm disappointed. I very, very, very much am disappointed. I wanted more rides. I figured with them bringing the Theme Makers kit out that they would concentrate more on rides in this pack, and they didn't. And that's just, I don't get it. I just, you take 2 steps forward. I mean, you take 1 step forward and you take 2 steps back, Frontier. What is this with? This is studios all over again. This is exactly what this is. I don't understand. So, for those who are wondering what my thoughts are on this new DLC, there you have it. That's pretty much my thoughts. I'm not impressed. I really wish they would give us a pack that is more suited towards generic parks. There's no Six Flags or Cedar Fair park that I know of that has a monorail. This is why a monorail? I mean, we've been clamoring for the sky lifts and the chair lifts. Basically, we're not getting that. A grand carousel, everybody wants that. We're not getting that. I don't understand why you decided to go this route and be lazy with the rides. I don't get it. Hopefully, though, at least maybe they fix the problem with the game freezing like every little bit. At least, hopefully, that will be fixed. But I don't know. I can't seem to get an answer from any of the guys on that either. So I couldn't get an answer in their live stream. I couldn't get an answer from Sam Denny when I tweeted out to him. In fact, basically, the response I got when I tweeted out to Frontier is I asked them, is the freezing going to be fixed in 1.8? The response I got back was, if you're having problems with the game freezing, please submit a support ticket. This just shows how unaware they are of what's going on with their customer base. So, man, I was so hyped for this. I really was. I really thought that after they showed us the stuff that's going to be in the 1.8 free update, which still sounds good, and then after seeing them working on it for every single day, and then hearing about the Theme Makers toolkit, I really was hyped this time around. Especially after Vintage, with Vintage being so good, I thought, yes, we're finally going to get another awesome DLC like Vintage. And yeah. So again, I'll reserve my final judgment for when I get my hands on the pack and I take a look at all the pieces and stuff. But extremely disappointed in the rides, guys. And that is, to me, the main part of the DLC. Are these rides usable? I mean, yeah, the motorcycle track, I'll use it. I'll find some way to use it. But, I mean, really? That's it? That's all you could give us? After all this work, this is what you could give it. I don't mean to rant, but, yeah. So, that's my opinions on what we're going to get. I will see you guys in another video here today. I've got the new October build coming out today, so I've got to finish that up and get that out to you guys today to peruse. In the meantime, I hope you guys have enjoyed my thoughts on it. If leave your feedback down below. I mean, I imagine a lot of you guys out there are probably pretty happy with this. I feel this pack is going to be the pack that, I mean, if you are a Disney park fan, I mean, I'm a Disney park fan. I just don't build Disney parks. But, I mean, if you're the kind of person who builds these big, large, fantastic Disney-like things, I imagine you're probably psyched over this pack. You're like, yes, I can build Epcot with all these different world themes. Yeah, well, I build, like, Cedar Fair parks, and, like, family-owned parks. And this doesn't thrill me, honestly. I mean, yeah, the scenery pieces are probably going to be cool, but again, with this Theme Maker kit coming out, I don't see that it's that needed. But still, yeah, I mean, I still can't wait for the DLC. I will still pick it up on day one, and I will try to do a video with taking it apart, basically, and looking at every piece, and yeah, that's going to be my thoughts for the day. So again, thank you for joining me and listening to my ramblings and my rants. Let me hear your feedback. Let me hear your thoughts about what you think about the new DLC in the comments below. Everybody's thoughts are welcome. I mean, like I said, I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there who are extremely psyched over this, because of all the scenery pieces and stuff you're going to get. But again, like I said, think about it like this. The ride, they're like, oh, we're getting 2 new coasters. It's 1 coaster, and it's probably a track we already have. I didn't really look at the track that well, but I'm pretty sure it's like Vekoma track, and it's the same cars. It's both one, and you know, it's most likely it's not a people mover. It's not a Disney people mover. It is probably a bullet train. So think about that. How many parks in the world have bullet trains to transport their people around? So just saying, just putting that out there. But yeah, let me hear your thoughts, your feedback on what you think about the new pack. You know, like I said, obviously it's going to be a day one buy for me. I get all the Planet Coaster DLC, so I'm still psyched that they're at least still making some stuff for it. But I'm more interested in the free update and the Theme Makers Toolkit that we're going to get later this year. That, to me, that's more exciting than this. So hope you guys have enjoyed my little ramblings here. I will see you again in the next video. And remember, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. I very much appreciate it. If you are not already a subscriber here on the channel and you'd like to be, click that button down below to do so, and click the bell to be notified the next time a video goes live, as I have been doing daily content here on the channel. You can also follow me over on Twitter, and I live stream on twitch.tv as well. So if you like the content you see here, you will love the live streaming too. The links for those are in the video description down below. Now, if you are in a position to do so and you would like to support the channel, you can do that through our Patreon page, or you can use one of our affiliate links, such as Greenman Gaming, Humble Bundle, or Amazon. Any purchase you make by clicking on our links, a little percentage of that goes to me to help towards living expenses, as well as making the content better here on the channel. Now, as always, I love to hear from you guys, so make sure you click that like button and leave comments below to let me know your thoughts on the videos. That's going to do it for me today. Remember, guys, wherever you guys are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you later.